They Shook Hands, Year 1, Chapter 8, Part 2. Uh, my mother was Muggle-born, Harry said, a little desperate for some ground to stand on. She shrugged. I'm not saying that all of them are bad, but almost everyone is more or less just like Granger. Harry, answer me this question. How does Granger act? Be honest now. The Slytherins shared history of magic with the Hufflepuffs, so Harry saw Granger firsthand. He thought hard, thinking of his memories. She's such a know-it-all, he sighed. Recently he was losing his debate. Tracy nodded. She's also bossy and uncouth. She doesn't understand that there's more to magic than just saying funny words. All that she will ever know is magic by rote, by memorization, by the book. She doesn't understand that magic is an art. A purebred wizard is one of the things magic can take his wand, wave it around, and make it whatever he can envision come to pass. They told to a halt during this conversation. Now they began to walk again. It's good you're not just reading what the people around you believe. I think it's really sweet that you're really ready to believe the best about people, but before too much longer, that innocence will fade. I wish it could be different, but sooner or later you'll see that we're right. And until it happens, we're not going to stop being your friends. Just stop being your friends. Just because you don't agree 100% with our opinions doesn't mean we don't like you. Friends can disagree. Harry's tone was hopeful. He liked his friends, but he was very scared to lose them. He never wanted to go back to being an outcast again. Grace laughed slightly lightly. Of course, they go fancy a fight constantly, but they'll stand together against anyone. All of us will, no matter what. We'll be good friends since we were old enough to understand what the word meant. Those we know who were part of the girls' etiquette lessons, like Manny Brockhurst and the Padal twins. We played quite a lot with Terry Bootburn as close to him. Manny and Padma absolutely belonged in Ravenclaw, but just the whim that had to put Parvati in Gryffindor, which I never would have expected. Terry, it was probably family destiny to put him in Ravenclaw. That's what he said at the sorting. Harry replied. She nodded. All of family have been Ravenclaws all the way back to the founders. Crabbe and Goyle didn't share our tutors, so Draco's only one was really good friends with them before Hogwarts. It was good fortune that put Daphne and Blaise with us, and double fortune we met you as well. You're one of us now, just early as if you noticed these 10 years past. Feels good to belong. Harry smiled as he opened the door out to the battlements, holding it for Tracy to open for Tracy. He smiled back at him and stepped outside. Thank you, Harry. You've held wonderful manners. He shrugged and smiled whimsically. The view from the battlements is breathtaking. The sun was perched over the horizon, almost ready to begin setting. The sky was filled with fiery oranges, reds, and purples. A few bright stars could be seen twinkling in the dust. A flowing breeze lifted their robes and set the fabric flapping around. So you were feeling better, Tracy asked him. Harry nodded very much. I was still scared to speak up because I wouldn't want to be friends with you if I disagreed with you so severely. Friendship isn't that fragile, Harry. True friendships can last a lifetime and can survive anything. Harry listened to that as they watched the sunset together. You don't sound like any 11-year-old I've ever met. Just wasn't just the big word she used. Tracy sounded far too mature for her age. She laughed. Not the first to say that. Jamie always tells me that I think too much. She's just mad because every time we get into a debate, she loses. Unless there was no light left in the sky, they go back inside the castle and made for the Great Hall. I'm so hungry, Harry said, feeling his stomach grumble. Oh, you boys are all alike, she laughed. Always hungry. Has anyone told you about the time when Draco ate 6 blueberry pies? Weasley and Finnegan were suspicious by their absence at dinner. Wasn't until Terry would have come over to the Slytherin table and join them after that they knew why. Terry told them that Manny Brockhurst had heard from Padam Padal, who heard from her twin sister Parvati, who said that Weasley and Finnegan had been caught dueling in the potions classroom by Professor Snape and had given detention. After all, Terry said gleefully, they were covered with hex marks. Snape said that they had some sort of disagreement during class and they obviously decided to settle it their own way. Draco had been laughing since he first heard the word detention. As word spread down the table, laughter ranged from chuckles to muffled shrieks to gut laughs erupted. A few heads turned over looking at their table. Obviously, the Slytherins were all insane. By contrast, the Gryffindor table was somewhat subdued, smoldering anger at just about everything that was almost palpable. Harry sat silently, not really certain how he felt about the latest development. He looked at Tracy, who was giggling. All his friends were laughing. Weasley started things off by going out of his way to insult Slytherins. A little voice in the back of his mind told him. He never even spoken to Harry before he began his bashing. Just that Harry was in Slytherin was enough for Weasley to dislike him. Slytherins didn't like Muggle-borns and Muggle lovers, but they didn't try to say that Muggles are evil or just cool and stupid. Tracy gave us some very logical, well-reasoned arguments where all Weasley could do was insult them. When it came down to who was the more prejudiced, Weasley called him a liar. The little voice continued. He had no proof, but I called Harry a liar anyway, and I was completely willing to listen to the truth. That hurt a lot. Though he was used to the Dursleys calling him a liar and lots of other horrible names, this is a boy his own age, a boy he could have been friends with if he had given Harry the chance. If Weasley wanted to be a right bastard, let him reap what he had sown. So Harry laughed loud and finding reason in misfortune someone who'd made himself into Harry's enemy. Tracy raised an eyebrow in his direction, but smiled and continued giggling. Also was in a good mood as the Great Hall cleared with students. Harry saw Elon speak with Percy Weasley, one of the Gryffindor's prefects. Though Harry couldn't hear what was being said, Elon was clearly taking a jab at Percy through his younger brother's actions. Percy grew stony-faced, snapped something back before sweeping past Elon in a pompous manner. It was Friday night, with no classes for the evening, and so Harry still believed his friends. They played Exploding Step in the common room, talking about Quidditch, and avoided all discussion of magic or classes. Crabbe told several funny jokes, which made Harry, since the larger boys seemed to be pretty slow. Draco mused everyone were depicting a probable scene where Weasley and Finnegan had been found abreast of Snape. Tracy passed a homemade cookie set up by her mom. It felt good to just relax and enjoy the company of his friends. When they finally did seek their beds, Harry's yawning every 2 seconds to Curly Berry see his way. Draco had hold of one arm, Dio the other, and they were sidling to drunk cars for their dorm. He was almost instantly asleep, extremely tired. His mind conjured up fearful specters to haunt his dreams. He was chasing a man made up of shadows who was turn chasing a glowing point of red light. There was desperate fear filling him, a fear of the dark man catching the light, and Harry came awake with a frightened gasp. He lay still or tried to. His whole body was shaking, trembling with fear. He couldn't recall what frightened him so badly, though he might. All that he could was a sensation of darkness creeping over him, feeling a dread. Frustrated not being remembered, he threw himself back to his pillow. Sleep not to come back to him tonight. He reached up and pulled open his curtains, turned on his side, and lay watching the moon rise above the tree line through their big window. When the sun began to bleed out the sky of darkness, Harry was still awake, still trying to remember his dream. So yeah, that's They Shook Hands, Year 1, Chapter 8, Friends Who Stick Together. And I'll update you guys with Chapter 9 as soon as possible. Take care, everybody. Tonville Legend, 826 out.